I'm Andrew Freitas, Director of Business Development North America at WiredScore. Today, I'm going to give you an overview of the WiredScore Portfolio Dashboard and how it can deliver valuable insights about your assets, enabling you to make more strategic decisions with ease. The dashboard is designed to start at a high level, giving you a macro view of your portfolio, and then diving deeper into the granular detail on specific buildings. Now, this is going to allow you to benchmark the portfolio, the buildings, and individual sections of the scorecard against the market. Ultimately, this is going to empower more strategic decisions as it relates to technology investments over time. The dashboard is intended to be used by all kinds of users, from fund managers, asset managers, and ultimately property managers right at the asset level. So here's your portfolio summary, right? This is going to be displaying the percentage of WiredScore certified buildings, the square footage that they cover, and ultimately the population of occupiers who are benefiting from your commitment to world-class connectivity. Now here in Certification Overview, you're going to get a sense for how all of your individual assets have scored, their certification level, as well as the portfolio average and market ranking. Now, in your portfolio scorecard averages, you're going to get to see how your portfolio is performing against those three key areas of how we measure digital connectivity. Now, here you're going to be able to see how your portfolio is performing against the three areas of the WiredScore scorecard, as well as it benchmarked against the market average. Worth mentioning here that market may be defined as national averages or at a city level. Now, the scorecard section has addressed more of the technical elements on how your buildings have been measured. Portfolio performance is going to now address the outcomes and ultimately give you an overview of where your portfolio is performing against four key areas that occupiers really care about: future readiness, occupier setup, resilience, and digital experience. And we can then drill down on these in sections 5 through 9. Now, let's take digital experience as an example. The dashboard will show you individual criteria and how your portfolio is performing against this specific scorecard component. This will really empower you to identify the buildings that need upgrading and the assets that are outperforming those market averages. Now, WiredScore is going to help ensure your teams understand and know how to leverage this differentiation in leasing conversations. So what's really valuable here is that the portfolio dashboard is going to help you identify and discern those lower hanging fruit opportunities for improvement, and at the same time helping you identify the medium and longer term improvements that you can forecast for down the road. And you can hone in on this in a more detailed way. So in this short-term improvement view, you can easily look at areas of underperformance relative to the estimated costs, allowing you to quickly pinpoint a low-cost opportunity to improve a significant portion of your portfolio. Now, similarly, with long-term improvements, you're going to be able to identify, again, lower or mid-cost opportunities for really strategic investments in your portfolio, as well as identify areas that you might want to think about on the longer term. So, in addition to taking that bird's eye macro view of your portfolio, you're also going to be able to zoom in at a micro level to look at individual buildings. Now, really, this is going to empower the asset managers to strategize the short, medium, and longer term and be able to communicate that to their teams, both the what and the why around why decisions are being made for those investments and improvements. Now, finally, you have your investor report. So this is really interesting because due to its plug-and-play functionality, you can actually tweak this depending on what you and your investors ultimately want to see. So using this example, you can see portfolio highlights such as the percentage of buildings that have made improvements over time, number of buildings committed to WiredScore, and total square footage that is now better connected across the portfolio. This is also helpful when you think about things like the data needed for ESG reporting and GRESB submissions. To summarize, the WiredScore Portfolio Dashboard will enable you and your teams to make strategic decisions as it relates to technology investments across the portfolio, by leveraging benchmarking data, understanding that building level performance, and ultimately how to be thinking about improvements over time. I hope you found this overview of the Portfolio Dashboard insightful. Please book a call with your Client Success Manager at WiredScore to discuss how this can drive value for you and your portfolio.